Kia ora tourism whānau and welcome to Marlborough. My name is Dan and I'm really looking forward to showing you around my region. Marlborough is located in the top right-hand corner of the South Island and we are very accessible. You can fly straight into Blenheim from Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch, so all the main centres. If you're flying into Christchurch, you can either hit the road, it's about a 4.5-hour drive from Christchurch, but a very relaxed option from Christchurch is also the Coastal Pacific train via Kaikoura straight into Picton or Blenheim. And from Blenheim, it's only a 2-hour drive just over the hill to our lovely neighbouring region, Nelson Tasman. If you heard about Marlborough before, you probably would have heard about our wine, so we are the largest wine region in New Zealand, but we are also home to the Marlborough Sounds, which is this beautiful landscape just behind me. It looks tiny on a map, but it's actually 20% of New Zealand's total coastline. It's also home to the Queen Charlotte Track and a lot of wildlife, so you can see seals. We have 5 different species of dolphin, a lot of native bird life. We have over 27,000 hectares of vines here just in Marlborough. There's over 120 wineries with 30-odd cellar doors where you can taste your wines, and there's also some awesome restaurants on site where you can experience our local produce. We are also the start of the classic New Zealand wine trail. It's a really cool touring route for the wine lovers, which connects our Marlborough region as a start, Wellington, Wairarapa and the Hawke's Bay. Any time of the year is a good time to visit Marlborough. We've got a truly unique climate. We are surrounded by a couple of mountain ranges which keep the rain clouds away throughout the day. So we've got hot, sunny, dry days and cool nights. So that's the climate the vines really like. For your clients to get the full Marlborough experience, I really recommend to stay at least 2 nights in the Marlborough Sounds and 2 nights in the wine region. But first, let's check out the Marlborough Sounds. So we're now here at the Picton foreshore. So this is the place where the Wellington ferry arrives as well, and where many operators are based that are servicing the Queen Charlotte Sound. So, and one of those lovely operators is Beachcomber Cruises here in Picton, and I'm catching up with Jess. How's it going, Jess?
I'm well, thank you, Dan.
Can you tell me what Beachcomber Cruises is all about?
So Beachcomber Cruises are a family-owned and operated company. We service the Queen Charlotte track, so we have a multi-day option, so dropping guests off, transferring luggage and then picking them up again, as well as one-day walks.
Cool, and I saw a little Posty logo on your shirt, so what is?
Yeah, so we have the afternoon mailboat cruise, so out delivering the mail, freight and groceries to the residents that live within the waterways.
And I heard there's a little special exclusive tour to a power pearl farm,
The Power
is that right?
Pearl Farm, yeah, it's such a wonderful tour. This unique tour is private. They are taking the power shells, cultivating pearls out of them. Definitely a wonderful tour.
Sounds amazing. So I'm excited. What are we going to do today, Jess?
So you're heading out on one of our private water taxis today. These are really good for the private tours. So you are going out to the Queen Charlotte track.
Sounds amazing. Can't wait. Let's go. And we now arrived at Meritoto, which is Ship Cove, how Captain Cook named it. Captain Cook made this his favorite cruise destination because he came back here 5 times. The reasons were there's a freshwater stream here, and every time he came here, he planted some veggies, so the next time he would come, he would have a food source straight away. Ship Cove is also the start of the Queen Charlotte Track. So the Queen Charlotte Track is a 72-kilometre walking track, or roughly 45 miles. If you wanted to do the whole track, we recommend you stay on the track 3 to 4 nights, depending on your fitness level. However, there is some sections you can also do just a day hike. The majority of people start the track here at Ship Cove and walk south. That also means you won't see any other hikers, and it always feels like you have the track to yourself. So while we're here, let's go for a walk. So now we are on the Queen Charlotte track. We're doing an easy section today. For your clients, it's probably good to know you can also mountain bike the track, which is a really cool option. And also you could put a package together, like you hike for a day, you mountain bike the second day, and then the next day when it gets to the really steep hills, you can even kayak that section that day. In Marlborough, in general, the whole region, wine region, or Marlborough Sounds, you've got a whole range of accommodation in place, whether that's basic campsites, or luxury lodges, or anything in between. Let's check out one of those accommodation options for your customers. Punga Cove is one of the accommodation options along the Queen Charlotte track. And I'm catching up with Jason, who's going to tell us a little bit more about the resort. Good day, Jason. How's it going?
Very good, thank you.
So what is the guest experience here at the resort?
So Punga Cove is one of the original resorts out in the Sounds. We've got a accommodation for about 60 people. We've got casual dining down the bottom on the waterfront, or we've got fine dining right at the top of the hill looking out. Accommodation, we've got hikers accommodation with single rooms right up to big family suites. So we've got 2-bedroom suites, we've got a 4-bedroom suite, we've got beautiful front suites, which is a living area and then your own private bathroom and bedroom. Every single level of accommodation all has its own deck with views out over the water as well. We're pretty activity driven. We split it into two different styles. The first one's a bit of recovery. If you've had a big hard walk, we've got a couple of spa pools placed around the place, around the resort. We've actually got plans to expand on that to make a full hot tub area. We've got a swimming pool, and then we also offer massage throughout summer as well. And then going into the more, if you're after some more activity, we've got paddle boards, we've got kayaks, we've got dinghies with little outboards, fishing gear, we've got table tennis, lots of activities to play with.
Amazing. All right, Jason, thanks for having me. I got a little bit thirsty from all the walking on the Queen Charlotte track, so I might just jump back on my water taxi, get back to Picton. From Picton, it's just a 30-minute drive and you're right in the heart of the wine region. And I'm going to show you around one of the most iconic wineries we have in Marlborough. So I'm here right now with Nikki from Cloudy Bay. Hi Nikki, how's it going?
Hi Dan, good to see you.
Good to see you too. I already know Cloudy Bay makes some fantastic wine, but I also heard there's some amazing customer experiences you can have at Cloudy Bay. So can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, Dan, we do. We can provide, in addition, as you say, to the cellar door, where guests can have a tasting, we also have a summer restaurant called Jack's Raw Bar, which is a beautiful way to experience local food with the wine. And we have a wonderful tour in our 1985 fully renovated Land Rover Defender, where we can take guests into the vineyard. We can bring them back to have a private lunch as well, or a private tasting, or even both.
Gosh, sounds amazing. Sounds like there's a little bit of everything for everyone at Cloudy Bay, but I really want to learn a little bit about your wines.
Let's go and have a look.
Okay, sounds good.
So this is the secret cellar of the shack. And it's where we have some of our back vintages, museum wines, current vintages. These two are two that our customers love. I love them as well. I think you might like them as well, Dan.
Maybe.
So the Polaris is our method traditional sparkling wine, so made like a champagne. And the Sauvignon Blanc is our flagship. So this is the wine that really took Cloudy Bay and New Zealand wine to the world back in the 80s. So it's the classic Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc that we make every year.
The wines really sound amazing, Nikki, so I should maybe lock myself up in here and taste a couple. But anyways, thanks a lot for showing us around Cloudy Bay.
Thank you, Dan.
And I'm now off to another iconic attraction here in Marlborough, to the Marlborough Aviation Heritage Centre. Alright guys, now I'm here at Marlborough Aviation Heritage Centre, just 5 minutes outside of Blenheim, and I'm catching up with rockstar Rachel over here. Rachel, can you tell us why this is here and what's the customer experience you can have here?
Basically, if you want a bit of a break from wine and the beautiful Marlborough Sounds, this place is a centre for aviation heritage. Basically, a group of enthusiasts got together and we had all these planes coming around, like some really cool aircraft, and you had people knocking on the doors wanting to come and see them. And we're like, it'd be really cool if we could actually put them all together and get a lot more people to experience it. And we got together with Sir Peter Jackson, who's also really into aviation and World War I history, to tell the story of flight using World War I and World War II as sort of a stage.
That sounds really cool. Before we head inside and look at some of those memorabilia and aircrafts, I can see a couple of planes over here. Can you actually do joyrides in them as well?
You can, because, you know, museums maybe not for everyone. We hope that you will come through because it's worth it, but you've got an open cockpit biplane right up to a Yak Russian fighter jet. So yeah, come give it a go.
Amazing. Let's go inside. All right, Rach, now we're in here. I can see a lot of different items. So can you tell us what's on display here?
Yeah, basically it's the world's largest privately owned memorabilia from World War I. And it's one of my favourite places because this is not just planes, it's about the people who flew them, who made them. You could spend forever in here. So if you have a guided experience, what I love is that they'll go out and pick little stories that might be more relevant to you. This is one of my favourite stories. This is a story of Grid Caldwell's Great Escape. Essentially in World War I, you didn't have parachutes, especially not near the beginning. He was out and he was caught up in a melee. Planes were swirling around and he basically clipped his wing with his wingman. So this caused the plane to just cycle down. Now Grid was like, there's not many options. You either jumped out of the plane or you stayed in the plane. So he decided, hey, what if I get out and balance on the side of this wing, the one that's damaged, then maybe it'll straighten. He had nothing to lose. So he got out, held onto the steering column and one arm the strut of the wing. And when he did that, the balance shifted, basically evened out and started going down. So got to about this height, jumped and rolled, and he was okay.
What an amazing story, Rach. And really, this place is an amazing attraction here in Marlborough. Thank you so much for showing us around, Rach.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us on our virtual tour today. I really hope you learned a little bit about Marlborough, and I'm really looking forward to welcoming you and your clients in Marlborough soon.